Hello and welcome to Hit the Post podcast. Today I'm with my co-host Vihan Chadda, and we are going to be talking about an interesting topic. During the weekend, Liverpool played Everton, and as Vihan knows, the game was a big roller coaster for him. So Vihan, you want to talk about how the game went on?
First of all, I must say that Harsh Chopra is leading this podcast for the first time. And I really like that. Hello! I must say,
Yeah,
you're fitting in
optimism.
perfectly. You're fitting in perfectly. Okay, but getting on to the main topic of the week, obviously, which is VAR shite. And I got off from a Liverpool Everton Merseyside derby game, and I can tell you for a fact that VAR is shite, and I can explain that in more detail, but these are my main views because I am absolutely fuming as to how both Van Dijk didn't get a penalty and Pickford didn't get sent off. And on top of that, we got a 93rd minute goal ruled out because
Ruled
of
out.
a wrongly conceived VAR. Now let's get something straight, okay? The whole point of this is that it's supposed to clarify these decisions, and the whole issue is this, that the inconsistencies of the management, not VAR. VAR, the technology is good, but the inconsistencies of the people running VAR are absolutely terrible. Like if you look back to all these other incidents, like Eric Dyer's handball, all these
Yeah.
things that just don't make sense. But coming back to obviously Liverpool, because I think that was the main talking point of this week, because I mean, it was a great match, and if you ask me, the spoils deserve to be shared. But at the same time,
Yeah.
we deserved a goal. And now, because of this bullshit, VAR, and now because of all of this, Van Dijk is injured for 6 months, which means that Liverpool are completely. There's a hole in our defense now, and Pickford did not get sent off for that challenge. And if you ask anyone, Chopra, even you are a United fan, you tell me, is that a red card?
Yeah, it's a red card. I
Is that a
think.
penalty?
Sorry. It is a penalty, but that's the thing. The rules are so confusing. Now, it wasn't given a red card because it was offside. I mean, here's the thing: if players know that it's an offside, they're just gonna go and smash into a player
Exactly.
because they'll feel like, oh, well, we are not gonna get punished for it, so let's just do it.
Exactly. What is the point of
Like,
this? It just doesn't make
makes no
sense.
sense.
Like you're gonna go
Yeah.
and you're gonna punch someone just because you're given offside and ruin that person's career, like Van Dijk could possibly happen to. But the whole point is that it just does not make sense. The rules have to be clarified. The decisions have to be more consistent. I mean, then there's no point of using VAR, because if you see in the previous leagues, in the other leagues that like La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, all these leagues, they might have bad decisions, but they consistently have the same decisions. Now, I'm not even telling you that we should have
I
bad
think.
decisions. I'm just saying
No,
that consistency is key in
yeah.
this.
I think La Liga also has an issue like this. I mean, it's Real Madrid, Barcelona. The fans keep blaming each other, but Real Madrid are accused a lot for getting decisions but their way. I mean, it's the same. I feel it's the same everywhere. I know that they changed the handball rule for the Premier League this time around, where apparently if it hits the hand for any case at all, then it's a handball and a penalty. Eric Dyer's case was the biggest example. I don't know why they kept it that way. I mean, you can't really do anything about it if the ball hits your hand and you have no knowledge about it.
See, the whole point is that if that's the case, then keep it consistent. I'm not saying do that and this is wrong. I'm saying do that and keep it that way. Because I see too many instances of this happening all over the world, and it's very consistent. And then when you come to the Premier League, for some stupid reason, these officials just don't understand the difference between a handball or offside. Van Dijk? Oh my god, Van Dijk, what is offside was given off for? They measured it from here. They measured the dotted line from here. Who the hell scored with
I
the
think
hand?
I think they have that. That's actually an official rule now. They look at offsides from the sleeve. I think it's the sleeve
Even if
that they
it's a sleeve,
draw the
they
line
do
from.
it from the elbow. They do it from the elbow. Now Van Dijk is offside from the elbow. That does not make sense. It was like literally they were not even looking at it. And I heard that the officials were not even looking at Pickford as a red card. Like that was not even that didn't even go to VAR. Apparently, because once it's offside, then it's completely out of play. But They did not
Here's
even
the
take
thing
it to
though.
VAR.
I get your point. Here's the thing about Pickford's challenge. Was he going for the ball
Not in the
or was he
slightest
going for Van
chance.
Dijk?
Not in the slightest chance. That kind of
I mean, he
challenge
wasn't.
can only happen
I
if you're
think
going
red
for the
card.
legs.
Yeah, but in the sense that they signify red card challenges as ones where you show your studs and you smash your studs into the player.
Exactly.
He didn't really do that. He went for the ball. I'm not defending Pickford's decision. I think it should have been a red card. I'm just pointing out that why the officials might have overlooked it. First,
See,
because it was offside. I think if it was not an offside, it would have been a red card. I'm just pointing out that it is an
definitely,
offside. That's
definitely.
why
I agree
they
with you on
overlooked
that
it.
because the whole point is that whether or not he come for the ball, he was late and he came in with two legs straight up on Van Dijk's knees. I mean, you could see the images. Anyone can see the images. They were absolutely
Yeah.
pathetic. And I get it that VAR has ruled it out, but there has to be some sort of justice for the fact that even though offside has ruled it out, even though that it's not in play, Hazard got a red card for hitting the ball boy against Swansea. I think 5-7 years back. Now my point being
Yeah.
that was not in play. Why did he get a red card? Because it
I mean,
was
he was
it was the wrong kind of move.
so. I mean, circumstances were different.
I agree. I'm maybe just comparing it to
Yeah.
like the first example I can think of. But the point being that Liverpool were really hard done with VAR. Really hard done. And I'm going to be upset about this for a while. But the whole point is that they got away. And I think the spoils deserve to be shared. The draw was deserved. I think both teams
Yeah.
had a good opportunity, good chance of winning the game. But the whole point is that that's where the top teams come in because of clinicality, because of last minute determination to actually win the game. And that's what happened to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Now even Mane is offside if you look at it. Now Mane was probably maybe his hairline was offside, I would say. His hairline was offside.
Yeah.
You can't count these things. You cannot. Because it was like Liverpool, it was like the VAR officials were literally trying to make sure that Liverpool don't win. It was like they were supporting Everton in that box. Now, the whole point of that is that, yes, we did not deserve to win, but yes, we deserved our goal. And we would have walked
Yeah.
away with 3 points. But now, because of this bullshit, we're stuck in the same shot. It just doesn't make sense.
I mean, I get that, but it's a thing. It's the same thing. Like if that offside had happened against you, you would probably be saying that it's an offside. Offside is an offside. But when you're the attacking team and it's gone against you, then you would probably have a different view. Obviously, that's a 50-50 thing. They have to create more clearer rules for that. But I have a question now. The aftermath of this, right? Van Dijk's injured. The season just started, 4 matches in, and apparently he'll be out for a good 6-7 months, right? Now, where do you see Liverpool from here? Do you trust Gomez and Matip, or do you think they're still going to be the favorites?
I mean, see, now that the Van Dijk is out, I don't think we can really crib and complain anymore. In terms of Gomez and Matip, both of them are more of like a supportive role to Van Dijk. He's more of a colossus in the defense, and then there's Van Dijk and then Matip
Yeah.
and Gomez as his partners. The issue is that even Alisson is injured. So because Alisson
Yeah.
is injured, Adrian and Roy have been making a lot of mistakes. Now Van Dijk was kind of like a little bit of a bottleneck, I would say, to stop that kind of leaking of the goals. But at the same
He
time,
was like he was like a captain without the armband, right? He was the leader of the full team.
probably you can say that. The whole point is that the influence that Van Dijk has on that defense, both physically and mentally, is going to be a huge hole in our defense. And I see Liverpool conceding a lot of goals. I do trust Matip and Gomez, but I don't trust them enough to be the lead defender in a squad like Liverpool. Because what this is going to do is it's going to hamper our attack as well. Because now our attack is going to start coming back more often. Like Mane and Salah are going to start defending. Alexander and Robertson, TA and Robertson will start becoming more compact because they need to help out
Yeah.
the fact that Van Dijk is not there. Because if Van Dijk is there, they can play more freely. Van Dijk can push the game out. But now Van Dijk is not
Yeah.
there, everyone has to come back and be more compact to make up for that loss. And I don't think anyone can deny the fact that Van Dijk has been the sole reason for Liverpool's success all this time. I'm not taking anything away from anyone else, but Van Dijk has been the game changer, and he is the best defender in the world. I I do
Yeah.
not I do not even compete with me on that one. He is the best defender
I'm
in
not
the world.
good.
And
Okay, yeah.
and I do see Liverpool slipping up a bit because of this. I don't know if you can deal with this the full season, but I do see them slipping up quite a bit in this because we're going to see
I mean,
goals like we're going to see
yeah,
scorelines like 3-3 and 2-2 and all these ridiculous scorelines. It's only because we don't have anyone to stop the leaking. And this actually reminds me of a
yeah. I
very
mean,
close,
hmm,
very impactful quote by Sir Alex Ferguson. Do you remember that?
which one was it? I mean, he's had a lot of quotes.
I mean, the one that he said that an attack can win games.
Was it I'll knock Liverpool off your fucking perch? I think it was that one.
Not that. And we got it back. We gained it back. Hello. Oh, I don't think you had any.
Not yet. Not yet.
Hello.
Not yet.
Hello. Okay, don't quote me on that.
You.
But the point is that attack can win games. The defense can win trophies. And that's
Yep.
just so true.
Hmm. I mean, the only also
Yeah,
the
half
few
season
things that are
already.
going for you. Yeah. Also, a few things that can go for you is that other teams are not really dominant. Like no, like other teams are already slipping up. They are not really playing to their full potential. I think City has a very good team,
And Aston Villa.
yet they are also, yeah, Aston Villa, Everton. Who do you want to add in? Leicester. I think Leicester is fine.
Wolves. Leeds.
Wolves, they have not really done that well. Leeds are good. They're a good team. We can say that out of the 20 teams in the Premier League, 15 are play in the same level right now in terms of performances.
I
Right.
could say so.
So that is something that is going for Liverpool right now. Is that even if they are not as dominant as last season, they still be ahead of the pack because they still have a few good players.
Yeah, a few good players, really.
I'd say 10.
Anyways, the point
I'm
is
taking
that
Adrian off.
we're gonna have to wait and see how long Van Dijk is actually injured for. Um,
Yep.
but the whole point is that I hate VAR. We started this topic by me saying I hate VAR, and we're gonna end this topic by me saying I fucking hate VAR.
I love VAR. As long as we keep getting
Yeah,
penalties.
what the fuck, dude? Fernandez, mother. Anyway, the point is that
What?
and some teams are getting lucky with VAR, and some teams are getting unlucky with VAR. And for some reason, I feel
Yeah.
like the teams that are getting lucky are United, Chelsea, and City. And the teams that are getting unlucky are probably Arsenal, Liverpool. Yeah, mainly.
There's
And
no
Spurs,
lucky
and Spurs.
unlucky in that. It can. There's no lucky or unlucky
No,
in
it
that.
feels
We can
like-
also
it feels like
go from the bad
the
side.
officials have literally made a bet early on in the season who's going to win the most penalties, and that is obviously United. And I can't really say much more, but there's something need to change about VAR because this inconsistency is driving me
Bruno
nuts.
tried, right? Hey, listen. Bruno tried. He missed a penalty. He made everyone feel good about it. Come on.
You had him in your team, didn't you?
He did score a goal though.
Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. Okay, and last thing we need from you guys is a sponsor.
Yeah. Definitely, we need a sponsor.
Definitely. All right. Anyways, so getting on to any other topic you can think of. Probably we'll do this from next podcast. But
Yep.
this is the end of this topic, and I am still fuming. But Harsh Chopra, since you started this podcast, why don't you end this?
Oh, you want me to end it? Okay. I don't know the outro. Please like, share, subscribe, and put down your comments and let us know how you feel about this. And yeah, we see you guys next week.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.